Okay, let me be real with you for a second. If you are a freelancer, 1099 contractor, or gig worker who makes a ton of 1099 income each year, you need to know how to pay quarterly taxes. What's up, everybody? My name is Tyra, and if you are a small business owner, self-employed person, or gig worker, welcome to Keeper Tax, your one-stop shop for all things 1099 taxes. Here on this channel, we create resources for freelancers, independent contractors, gig workers, and anyone else who files or should be filing business taxes. In today's video, we will be talking about quarterly taxes. Yes, these dreaded quarterly taxes and how to be on the safe side with your estimated tax payments. You, as well as many other people, myself included, know it's never fun to pay taxes, and we sometimes wait until the last minute to get it done. Understandable, I guess. But what I've come to realize is that there are super easy ways to do it and even save yourself from totally avoidable fines along the way. My job is to make taxes easy, digestible, and fun, so let's get into today's video. I bet we can all figure out what quarterly taxes mean just by the sound of it. But just to be sure that we all got it right and we're not missing out on anything, let me clarify. The IRS loves getting what's due to them, and what I mean by what's due to them, I of course mean taxes. So they try to make it easy for us, or should I say them, to receive the correct amounts we owe. So they came up with quarterly tax payments for us 1099 contractors. Quarterly tax payments break down your annual or yearly tax into 4 payments, and you pay these quarterly payments in April, June, and September of the same year, and then January of the next year. These tax payments are usually determined when you file your tax return for the previous year and then dividing what you get by 4. But apps like Keeper Tax help automatically calculate your quarterly estimated tax and gives you information on how much you should pay for federal or state taxes and tell you when your next due date is. I'm telling y'all, it is such a game changer, and it helps take the guesswork out of filing your 1099 taxes. So to see what Keeper Tax is all about, just visit the website at keepertax.com. Most freelancers believe all of their income counts towards their estimated taxes, but it doesn't. Don't forget you have your deductible taxes. You can check out my video on tax write-offs for more information on that, and I'll also include a link in the description bar down below. After these deductions, then you have your estimated taxable income. A simple scenario would be if you made $10,000 in a year and your deductible taxes were $2,000, you then have $8,000, which would be your estimated taxable income. Should I make estimated tax payments? I know a lot of you guys may be wondering if you're supposed to make estimated tax payments or not based on what you've heard so far in this video. So to determine if you need to make these payments, let me break it down for you, and I will start by giving an example so you can understand the underpayment penalty. So remember when I said the IRS loves getting what's due to them? Think of them as a credit card agency. So anytime you decide to wait till April 15 to pay them their share, unknowingly to you, their share is actually accruing interest. And by the time you file your taxes, you get slammed with a 5 to 6% interest rate or get penalized for not paying the required amount on your outstanding taxes. For example, your 1099 employment earnings are $26,000, and after you calculate your tax bill, you arrive at a $4,500 tax bill, which already includes your self-employment tax and regular tax. If we add an underpayment penalty of 7%, then you have the $4,500 tax bill times the 7% underpayment penalty, which equals $315. Now that number is added on to the $4,500 that you already owe, so your total tax bill is now $4,815. So let's assume that you postpone paying your taxes and you don't start preparing or paying your taxes for another 3 months. You'll have another penalty added. $4,815 times 0.5% times 3 is $72.25. So now your total accrued tax bill is $4,887, and that is an additional $386 in fees and penalties. Do you see how much paying late and underpaying could cost you? Do you know what you can do with that extra $387? Now on the flip side, in the event that you make a few mathematical mistakes in your estimated tax payments, the IRS will generously waive their underpayment fee if your withholdings, which are the tax payments that you made throughout the year, are equal to either 100% of the prior year's taxes or 90% of the current year's tax liabilities. These conditions will only hold when you make the payments consistently through the year, meaning you file your quarterly tax payments in real time. April, June, September, and January of the next year. Not that you wait to make one big payment in December and think that you're covered. It doesn't work that way. Now that we know what estimated taxes are, let's look at the ways you could set aside your tax money. Number one is saving. This is very simple, y'all. Every dollar you make, you owe taxes on it. So for every payment made to you as a freelancer, just save a certain amount from that money. And at the end of the day, when it comes time to file your taxes, you'll actually realize you've saved quite enough for your taxes, or in the worst case, only a few dollars short. And I typically set aside 30%. So if you're just starting out, give 30% a try and keep that money separate. Literally set up a savings account just for your taxes, because in my opinion, out of sight, out of mind. And you're not gonna spend that money on anything other than your taxes. Number two is automatic sorting. Now, to piggyback off of what I just said, we have automatic sorting, and this is an extremely effective method to budget your estimated taxes. It's when you save a certain percentage of your monthly income while it's still in your account. For example, let's take John the freelancer, who makes an average of $6,000 a month, and he never faults on his taxes because he sets aside 25% of his income for taxes. So let me explain to you with numbers. John's monthly income is $6,000. He is in the 25 percentile tax bracket, so his estimated monthly taxes are $1,500. And we got that by multiplying 6,000 by 25%. So if we subtract that $1,500 from $6,000, his new personal monthly income will be $4,500. So every month, John thinks, okay, I make $4,500 a month instead of $6,000 a month. And he sets his personal expenses and budget within the limit of $4,500, which will leave room for his taxes and a happy life with absolutely no tax stress. The third way is the quarterly estimated tax. And this is one of the most effective ways to sort your taxes without any faults or penalties. It's also the reason why I decided to make this video. So it involves calculating or estimating your annual income at the beginning of the year by taking 25 to 30% of your annual income and then dividing this percentage of your annual income by 4, which will give you your estimated quarterly tax payments. So let's visit our good friend John the freelancer again. John estimated that his annual income was $80,000, and he sets aside 25% of his annual income, which is $20,000. So his quarterly estimated taxes to be paid before each due date is $5,000, and we got that by dividing $20,000 by 4. So John will pay $5,000 on April 15th, June 15th, September 15th, and January 15th to the IRS. Now, this could be a hassle for some people to remember, but don't forget, you could get all of this information very easily if you use Keeper Tax. And just like I always say, just go to keepertax.com for more information, or go to the App Store to download our app. Now, after calculating your estimated taxes, next is to pay your taxes, right? And these are the ways to do it. The first way you could do it is by check. To use this method of payment, you must register your check with the United States Treasury. So make sure that while you're filing your checks, it contains your social security number and the year of the taxes that you're paying for. And you can notate that on the memo section of the check. And you can mail this check along with the 1040 ES voucher to the IRS. The second way is to use a credit card. You can pay your taxes by using your debit or credit cards on the IRS website. There is a fee that is charged when you're using this service, and the charges vary, but it's a minimum of $2.50 for a credit card payment. But I personally think that that is a very convenient way to pay. You can also use the Electronic Federal Tax Payment System, or EFTPS. This is one of the 2 online payment systems employed by the Treasury Department. You have to enroll and have a personal account on their actual website to use it, and you can even set a particular amount for withdrawal on the date that you want it to withdraw from your bank account. It's very reliable because it allows you to print out your account report, which is something similar to a bank account statement, which can come in handy. And the other method used by the Treasury Department is direct pay. This doesn't mean you have to pay in person, but you can do it from the comfort of your own home as well. And the difference between this method of pay and the one that I was just talking about is that you don't have to have a personal account on the website. You just go to the IRS website, input some of your personal information, and make your payments. But I think the major disadvantage here is that you have to repeat this process each time that you make a payment, which can be a bit redundant. But if you use the EFTPS system, all of your information is saved and you can set up automatic payments. And the 5th way to pay your estimated taxes is within the Keeper Tax app. Since all of your transactions were already tracked in Keeper Tax, you can easily file your quarterly taxes through the app. It's a complete one-stop shop for you guys. So that is all that I have for you guys today. As always, put your questions down below, and if you would like more easy to digest tax content, make sure you give this video a like, and if you are not already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, and make sure your notifications are on so you can get all the alerts and stay up to date on all things self-employed taxes and all things Keeper Tax. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.